Hello, hello, hello. What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies? What's going on, beautiful people of the United States of America and around the world? We are here again today, live people, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin price action, guys. We're going to do another video on Bitcoin price action. And obviously, you can see, guys, we are watching this live right now. Bitcoin making seems some sort of reversal, making on its way to 42,000 yesterday. Hitting yesterday coming from around 37, 38,000. Now we're hitting new heights, right? Getting back to its original form, its original nature of a bullish market, right? So obviously, guys, you can see the charts right now. We can see the price action going up right now, right? And it's looking good in my eyes, right, guys? This is looking super good. It's Saturday, February 5th, 2022. It's a new year, right? So let me explain, right? I haven't discussed the price action with Bitcoin in a long time, right? And I've just been busy and stuff like that. Still, there's no excuse, right? But let me explain what happened in the past few months, right? Past couple months, right? So Bitcoin reached its highest high, right? Here near 69,271, almost 70,000, right? This was on the week of November 8th, okay, 2021. After that, right, heading towards Thanksgiving, heading towards Christmas, we see Bitcoin price action really start to fall. Okay, we see people start to sell out. We see the price really start to fall. We see people start panic selling. We hear, people on the news talking about, oh, is this the end of the bull market? Is it done? Is it over? And guys, if you watch my previous videos and you guys tune in and you guys listen to my podcast, which is also on this channel, and you can go click on the link to the podcast. You can go on my channel. The link should be on the banner there. So pretty much, guys, you guys know that I've been saying that this is not a reversal. Bitcoin is not done growing. The price action for Bitcoin is going to go higher and higher and higher, right? Is this, just making a temporary reversal? Yes, I believed so, right? Even when it was up here, right? Even when, in the week of November 15th, when the price really started to fall down, we see it fall down to 64, 60, 50, right? Even 47, right? This area right here was very interesting, right? And the reason why you see I highlight this area, guys, right, is because in my analysis, right, what I really thought was that, in between the week of December 20th, December 13th, December 20th, was that Bitcoin was going to end up making higher highs, right? So this looked very promising. This looked kind of promising, right? And I misread that. I miscalculated that. Right, guys? So if we look right now, if you're looking right now, I'm looking at the weekly time frame, right? For you traders out there, for you people that love to do technical analysis, this may be a little bit large, but I'm giving a general synopsis, a general hypothesis of pretty much of what went down in the markets, right? So we know that by the end of 2021, Bitcoin made its highest high, then started to track all the way down to 35,000, right? And this was beginning of 2022 in January, right? Then we all thought, even including myself a little bit, I thought that, oh man, is it really going to go all the way down, right? I had that thought, right? But I still stuck to my original and I'm still sticking to my original hypothesis, which I made in previous videos, and pretty much acknowledging that Bitcoin will be moving up in price. It will be, going past, 45,000, past 50, past 60,000, past 70,000, definitely making higher highs, closer to 100,000 per coin, guys. So do I think, so if I can't give financial advice, right? So this is not really financial advice, but if you're asking me, hey, Calvin, you know, um, is it too late? Do you think it's too late to get into Bitcoin, right? I would say absolutely not. You know, absolutely not. This is a great time to be getting into Bitcoin, right? This is a great time. And I've always been saying it's been a great time, guys, to get into Bitcoin ever since 2018. This is 4 years ago, guys. It's been almost 4 years. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs and been telling you guys that, hey, you guys want to get in here. You guys want to get in here. You guys want to get in here, right? And, if we even go back to the charts, guys, and this is history making, guys. So, you guys can pull this up. I'm not lying to you, right? I'm just giving you my own bias, right? And, letting you know what I'm doing, and potentially what you could be doing as well too, right? You can listen or you can't. You don't have to, right? But I'm just letting you know pretty much what I'm doing, right? So, if we go back even to 2018, right? Let's say even, the end of 2018, which is when I started to talk about Bitcoin. Look at the price. The price was around $5,000, $6,000, and even went down in 2019 to 3,000. Right? Imagine if, guys, imagine if you got into Bitcoin at $3,000 per coin, guys. You guys thought that was expensive. And, especially with another coin called Ethereum, where Ethereum was only a couple $100, guys. But no, hey, you guys, some of you guys just wanted to do your own thing, which is definitely understandable. But I'm still going to be talking about Bitcoin. I'm still going to be talking about its movement, and I'm still going to be pretty much putting my analysis and my hypothesis that Bitcoin will reach and it will hit $100,000. And I believe it will hit that number sometime this year in 2022. You guys know that, I've been pretty much giving ever since 2018 Bitcoin calls. And when I first started, guys, calling out Bitcoin prices, it was pretty much without doing any technical analysis. I was just looking at Coinbase, and I was looking at the price action, guys, of of Bitcoin, right? I was analyzing the pattern of Bitcoin, right? I was analyzing, okay, on Tuesdays, right, it would go up a little bit, maybe to 4,000. Then on Sunday it would drop down to maybe 3, and I was just giving what I saw. But of course, guys, we all grow and we all learn, and we make mistakes, but we also learn. And I started getting into trading and understanding the markets, and really now understanding why I was saying what I was saying, and getting a clear understanding of it, and really seeing that price really was low, guys. Imagine even getting into Bitcoin at 10,000, 12,000, right? And this was still in 2019. Right? Still in 2019. Even in 2020, guys, Bitcoin even dropped, right? We see in June to 9,000, right? We thought that was expensive. We're thinking that's expensive. And you know what? It's not necessarily, hey, you have to get a full coin, right, or a full Bitcoin, right? I'm just saying, hey, buy a little bit at a time. You can buy a little bit at a time. There's no way that I'm putting in, guys, even myself personally, there's no way I'm putting in thousands of dollars just to get one Bitcoin. But can I do a couple hundred here and there? Yeah. Every time you get paid, then put a couple hundred there, put a couple hundred in there, put a couple hundred in there. You don't have to get a full Bitcoin, guys, right? But it's just being smart and really taking those steps, right? So, guys, if you've been listening, obviously, if you've been listening to me, let's say if you bought a full Bitcoin in 2018, when I first started talking about it, and, you were patient, right? Even though it dropped a little bit, right? The market definitely moves. And let's say you were able to hold it till now, guys, you are still up a lot of money. Right? And let's say you even bought, let's say it was around 3,000, you bought a couple of Bitcoin. Let's say you bought four or five, right? Let's say, you spent a good maybe 10 or 12 grand, right, buying four or five Bitcoin, and you were still able to ride the wave, right? You were able to be patient, right? You were able to hold on, and you didn't it's just like, just like a savings account, right? You're not really looking to dig in there, but you just put money in there, and you waited, right? And you were able to catch this wave here, right? That's a lot of gains right there. That is a huge gain, obviously you can see. But anyways, guys, I don't like to keep looking back at the past. The past does give us some indications of what could happen in the future, right? But the main thing, guys, that I want you guys to see is that Bitcoin is still making higher highs. It is still at this point right now. We see at the end of 2021, it dropped. I mean, it made its higher high, then it started dropping into beginning of 2022, right? People are scaring out. They're selling. They don't want to get into it anymore, right? Now price is actually reversing, right? So if you guys were actually patient and you actually waited, and let's say if you bought Bitcoin at 69,000, and then it started dropping. It dropped to half of that, right? Almost half, right? You were able to be patient and you held on. I congratulate you, right? Because now we're starting to see a reversal in the markets, right? And that's what the market does, guys. The market doesn't move in just one pattern. It's not just going to keep going up, 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 guys. The market moves in waves, guys. You're going to make higher highs, you're going to see higher lows, you're going to see the market, it may reverse for a couple weeks, maybe even a month, maybe even 2 months, right? But you still have to understand your strategy when you're coming into this, saying, you know what, even though the market did tank close to 40%, I know that eventually it will pick back up again. And this eventually time is now, right? So, from what I can see, right, from my bias, from my standpoint, right, pretty much Cali crypto call, right, guys? Is that the market is on its way to reversing now, right? And we can see that. I wouldn't even be surprised, in the next few days, in the next couple days, we see Bitcoin start hitting 43, 44, 45,000, right? And even in the next week or so, right? So let's say, let's do a Cali crypto call for, into the next week, right? We are in February, right, 2022, right? So if we open the calendar here, right? So if we open the calendar here, we see that, next week is starting the 6th or 7th, right? I can say that in my Cali Crypto Call, guys, right, which is my personal bias, right? You should, again, do your own research, but if you're following this channel and you're listening, you understand kind of my thought process. Doesn't mean it has to be yours, right? But just to understand what I'm, kind of looking at it at is that within the next week, right, we'll see Bitcoin. Again, this is my bias. We'll see Bitcoin hitting uh, around 48,000 to 50,000. We'll see Bitcoin hit 50,000 by next Friday. Again, I could be wrong, right? If you say no, Calvin, that's not true. I would say Bitcoin may be going down. You could be right, right? But from my technical analysis, from the way I see it, I believe that Bitcoin will be hitting 50,000 within the next week, right? At most 2 weeks, right? Give it at most 2 weeks, right? So this is pretty much the price action that we see with Bitcoin right now. And you got to understand, guys, Bitcoin is a volatile asset, right? So if we're taking a step back from the charts, we're taking a step back from we're taking a step back from the technical analysis, right? And we're focusing on the fundamental analysis of the Bitcoin asset. Bitcoin is right now, it's been a volatile asset. Is it becoming a little bit more stable? I believe so. Why do I say that? Is because Bitcoin right now, especially to the marketplace, to the financial marketplace, is becoming a store of value. And you're not just going to hear me say that, you're going to hear other investors say that, you're going to hear other business owners say that, you're going to hear other sharks and whales say that, is that, and other people, other gold bugs, people into gold, right? You're going to hear them say that Bitcoin, right, is a store of value, right? Bitcoin is becoming a store of value. And you know who else said that, guys? And you can look this up, is the ambassador of the US, right? So I think Colin Powell, right? I'm not sure if he's the ambassador, but I think the financial, one of the chief financial architects in the US, right? Um, he's also saying, right? If you go and look this up, guys, he's also saying that Bitcoin is a store of value, and I mean, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. So Bitcoin's going up, and obviously, guys, since you guys know from my previous videos, you guys know that I talk about Ethereum following the price of Bitcoin. I talk about Litecoin following the price of Bitcoin. I talk about, Bitcoin Cash, right? Also following the price of Bitcoin, right? So you see how this chart looks now, guys. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at Ethereum right now, right? And Ethereum, I believe, is almost at 3,000, maybe a little bit more. Yep, so definitely a little bit more right now. And you can see how the way it moves just in correlation with Bitcoin, right? So if you even rewind this video and you see how Bitcoin is moving, you see Ethereum follows the price of Bitcoin. And this is it follows the pattern. I wouldn't say price, guys, right? So I got to be careful with my words. I would say the pattern, right, of Bitcoin, right? So you see that even now, again, Ethereum, it seems like it's reversing, right? It's making this bullish week candle right here. Bullish candle. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this candle, like I say, hit over 33, close to 3,400, right? 3,400, right? And then we'll start seeing it go past 4,000, right? And then Ethereum making higher highs, right? So, we obviously know that ever since last year, Ethereum made its highest high. It's already broken its highest high, right? And that's past 2017 when Bitcoin hit its highest high around 17, 18,000, right? If we think about Bitcoin hitting its highest high in 2017, around 17, 18,000, or if you want to be a little bit more precise, let's say even 20,000, that's a little bit more, we're already more than half of that higher. If we can get Bitcoin at 20,000 again, I'm pretty sure most of you guys would have done it. Most of you guys would do it, right? So, what I really wanted to say here is that, is it too late, guys? I hear a lot of people talking, a lot of my colleagues at work, a lot of people talking, saying, "Oh, it's too late. If you get in now, it's too late." And my opinion is, it's not too late, right? It's definitely not too late, right? Price will keep going up. And we'll see that over the next few weeks, few months, and the year, right? So definitely keep your eyes peeled, guys, and keep them open. And try not to. I mean, there is the financial news, guys. I would say try not to get too boggled down um, listening to them, right? They're always going to be the news, right? I mean, it's always good to listen to them, but if that's where you're getting your financial advice, guys, I would highly recommend to rethink your strategy. And to really get a fundamental understanding of the asset fundamentally and to understand the technical side of things as well in terms of reading price, right? So that's what I have to say, guys, and hopefully you guys are having fun and doing great. But I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Peace out.